Next on Fashion Sense by Valerie, we're making a cozy and nutritious Golden Milk Overnight Oats recipe.
Okay, and then we're just gonna fill it with the golden milk.
Getting expert tips on buying a home.
First step is going to be contact your loan officer.
Gotcha.
The loan officer is very instrumental.
And exploring the latest AI lash techniques.
That this company is applying lash extensions with this robot, but also using
Dr. Hanna shares advice for keeping your bones strong.
Consider how you're eating, your nutrition, your lifestyle.
And we're styling tweed the Coco Chanel way. Presented by the Superhero Electric Gig on Spectrum OC16.
Aloha, I'm Valerie Joseph with Fashion Sense, restyling runway looks to the walkways of Hawaii and providing smart solutions to all your fashion needs.
Hi friends, welcome to Fashion Sense. Today we're starting with a cozy and nutritious recipe that's great for busy mornings. Our real estate expert has tips on where to start when buying a home. Our lash expert shares the latest in AI lash techniques. And Dr. Hanna is here with must-know advice for keeping our bones strong. Then finally, we take style inspiration from Coco Chanel on how to wear tweed. So let's get this episode started.
trends aren't only reserved for fashion, but you'll see them in food, fitness, and in beauty. Now, what I'm seeing in food is a lot more exotic spices are being incorporated into dishes. And not only are they colorful and beautiful, but they're packed with healthy benefits too. So why don't you say we kickstart our morning with a healthy breakfast?
We are making Golden Milk Overnight Oats.
Now, I normally have oatmeal for breakfast every morning, so when I learned about overnight oats, I was so thrilled because now I can make something super easy the night before, wake up and have something really delicious waiting for me in the fridge. And if you're pressed for time in the morning, it's something that you can easily grab and take with you. So let's make our golden milk first. I'm starting with some almond milk. I'm gonna add our spices. This is some ground cardamom, ground ginger, ground cinnamon, some turmeric, and then I'm going to add some honey that I diluted with boiling water just to get it nice and smooth so that it'll marry with the other ingredients nicely. Now, golden milk is a traditional Indian drink, also known as turmeric milk. Okay, now that we've mixed up our golden milk, let's mix up the oats. I'm going to add some chia seeds to my oatmeal. And this is going to actually plump up overnight and give it a really nice texture. Let's just throw all of it in. That's about 2 tablespoons. Just gonna mix that nicely. And then we're gonna just put them into some mason jars. Now, I like using the ones with the wide open mouth, and you'll see why later. Okay, and then we're just gonna fill it with the golden milk. Now you see why I was mixing in a big measuring cup? Because it's just easier to pour. And you're just gonna fill it all the way up to the top of the oats. And that's it. Screw on the lid, throw it in the refrigerator, and wake up to it tomorrow morning. And this is what it looks like the next morning. Look at that color. Isn't it just beautiful? Now here is why I like using the wide mouth jars, because I feel like you can add so much more toppings. So we're just gonna add some blueberries, and you can top it with anything you like. Coconut flakes. Let's slice up some strawberries. How beautiful that is. Ta-da! Now I'm gonna have to take a bite of this. That's the blueberry. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. It's so creamy, and the spices are a little earthy. Golden Milk Overnight Oats. Send your favorite recipes to our website, fashionsenshawaii.com, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to view more recipes and episodes.
Presented by the Superhero Electric Gig on Spectrum OC16.
Hawaii Sports Radio Network on AM 760 and FM 95.1 is the freshest local sports station in Hawaii. We are the official radio broadcast partner of the Oahu Interscholastic Association. Listen live to Hawaii High School sports and wake up in the den with Ku'ule Agbayani, weekday mornings at 8 a.m. It's the only woman-led sports talk show in Hawaii. Follow them on social media at HI Sports Radio or visit hawaiisportsradio.com.
Hi friends, it's time for Beauty Talk with Lash Master and Educator Deidre Harvey of Zoe Lash Pro. Hi Deidre.
Hi Val.
Thanks for being here again. Now there's been a lot of talk about AI-powered robots across all industries. How is that affecting the beauty industry?
So it definitely is in the beauty industry, and what we're seeing is AI-powered robots that are applying lash extensions.
Ooh.
So this is really new, and right now we're just seeing one company called Loom Lash Lab that is applying extensions with a robot. So what's really exciting is that this company is applying lash extensions with this robot, but also using a lash artist at the end to kind of really customize your lash set.
This view shows inside Lash Tech 2, where you see the robotics and plastic wands in action. The robotic arm in the background first isolates a target lash from the other lashes. The arm in the foreground applies adhesive to an extension and places it on the isolated target lash with microscopic precision and speed, unmatched by human application. The blue featherlight wands are the only elements that can approach the client's face and manipulate their eyelashes. The client only feels a light brushing on the lashes, gentler than the manual application process. The Lash Tech's enclosed space and small treatment window provide precise control for airflow, temperature, humidity, and light, elements that are all important to the quality of the bond and difficult to control in an open room environment.
What's so appealing about this is that it's going to reduce the application time and really execute on precision, right? So people are worried that maybe with a lash artist, sometimes maybe the precision of the application might be a little off. So with robots, right, we're talking about accuracy. So this is something to really look forward to, and we'll see what happens.
It also cuts down on the client's time for her appointment because they don't need to be laying down for such a long period of time.
Exactly. So what they're saying with this company right now that has the robots is that they're able to apply about 25 lashes or fans in maybe about 15 minutes. So it really reduces the time. So it makes it really ideal for that client that doesn't have the hour and a half or 2 hours for a lash appointment.
Also from a business standpoint, that means you could definitely get more clients in.
Exactly. So, you know, depending on how many machines you have, so you could do multiple clients at one time and really could get a lot of clients in within a short period.
Oh my gosh. Gotta love technology.
Yes.
Well, it's interesting. We'll see how it works,
Exactly.
right? All right, friends, if you have a question for our expert, head to our website, fashionsenshawaii.com, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more pro tips.
You can also email us at info@zolashpro.com.
We'll be right back.
Tune in for your daily dose of fashion sense on Spectrum OC16.
Hawaiian Coffee Body Scrubs. Moisturizing, rejuvenating, energizing, sun-kissed, alluring, beautiful, handmade in Hawaii with aloha. Coco Java.
Hi friends, if you're thinking of buying a home and don't know where to start, our real estate expert Denise Miyahira has got some tips. Hi Denise.
Hi Val. So yes, the first thing you want to do is take a deep breath. We're going to go through a process.
Okay.
Right? So your first step is going to be contact your loan officer.
Gotcha.
The loan officer is very instrumental in helping you prepare and getting this loan. And you can walk into the bank and you can ask for a loan officer, or you can ask your realtor for a referral.
Okay.
They normally work with a lot of people. Second thing is, your loan officer is going to ask you, how much do you make? You have to have that ready for the loan officer so they can, start looking at what you qualify for.
Okay.
On the opposite side, you also need to know what your monthly expenses are. So if you have credit card debt, if you have student loans, if you have a car loan outstanding, all of these factors you need to be able to give to the loan officer, because they need to start weighing out how much income do you have versus how much expenses do you have, right? And so if your income is really high, but your expenses are also really high, that might not be helping you. The higher your credit score, the better your rate will be with the bank. Okay?
Now what is considered a high credit score?
A high credit score would be something like in the 800s. That would be fantastic. You would be the A+ borrower for a bank. Next, you want to figure out what is your down payment. It could be 0 down because you're doing a VA loan, or you're doing a FHA loan that only requires 3.5%, or it could be 10 to 20% down.
The type of loan that you qualify for really also depends on all of your expenses and your income.
Right. And so it's going to take into effect all of this information.
Gotcha.
So that's what your loan officer is looking for. They need a complete picture of what you look like financially, so they understand now how much do you qualify for.
Okay.
And so your loan officer is going to come up with a number, and it could be like, yay, go call your realtor, you qualify for this amount. Or they might say, look, you have a really good income, but you have a lot of expenses. Let's work on this.
It truly sounds like that loan officer will be your partner in helping to navigate and help you to reach your goals.
Absolutely.
Right? Always good information, Denise. Thank you. So friends, if you have a question for our real estate expert, head to our website, fashionsenshawaii.com, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to view more recipes and pro tips. And for anything real estate related, contact Denise directly.
Thanks, Val, and together we'll find the keys to your happy home.
We'll be right back. Tune in for your daily dose of fashion sense on Spectum OC16.
Imagine not being able to provide your baby with the most basic need, a clean diaper. This problem impacts 1 in 3 moms who cannot afford enough diapers to keep their baby dry, clean, and healthy.
And subsidized programs like WIC, food stamps, and Medicaid do not allow the purchase of essential diapers.
The Aloha Diaper Bank works to close the gap by providing free diapers to struggling families in our community.
You can help to keep our island keiki clean and dry by donating dollars or diapers.
Visit us at alohadiaperbank.org to learn more. Mahalo.
Hey friends, and welcome back to Fashion Sense, where fashion meets lifestyle with a twist of fabulous. Today we're mixing a bold and boozy little number called the Ginger Rush. It's spicy, it's smooth, it's totally unexpected, just like your favorite accessory. And all you need are 3 simple ingredients: ginger beer for that kick, a shot of espresso to wake up your taste buds, and a splash of heavy cream to smooth it all out. Now, we're gonna start with some ice in our glass because we like our drinks chilled but our style hot. And then we're gonna pour in some ginger beer. Woo! That that fizz is everything. It's like adding a little sparkle to your day. Now gently layer in a shot of espresso. Look at that swirl, it's like coffee couture. And to finish, a float of heavy cream. This is the luxe part of the drink. It's like the perfect handbag to your outfit. I'm gonna gently stir this. I'm gonna take a sip. Oh my gosh, this is so good. It's spicy, it's creamy, it's caffeinated. This ginger rush is a vibe. Serve it at your next brunch, girls' night, or your next fashion brainstorm session. And remember, style isn't just what you wear, it's how you sip, how you show up, and how you savor life. Cheers to being bold and beautiful. Send your favorite recipes to our website, FashionSenseHawaii.com, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to view more recipes and episodes. Presented by the Suihiro Electric Ink on Spectrum OC16.
Hawaiian Coffee Body Scrubs. Moisturizing, rejuvenating, energizing, beautiful. Handmade in Hawaii with aloha. Coco Java.
Hi friends, it's time for our Ask the Doctor segment with Dr. Hanna Merchant. Hi Dr. Hanna, thank you again so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Val.
We had an email that was submitted to our website. Shannon asked, should I get a bone density scan and what can I do to maintain healthy bones?
So a bone density scan is called a DEXA scan.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell you what that stands for because we'll forget about it in just a second. But it's called a DEXA scan. It's recommended for women over the age of 65 and older who don't have risk factors for osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is a condition where you can have weak and brittle bones. So if you have a risk factor for osteoporosis, which includes early menopause, if you had menopause before the age of 45, or surgical menopause, which is when the ovaries are removed, that's a risk factor for early osteoporosis. Then certain medications can be a risk factor for osteoporosis as well. So steroid medications and specific seizure medications can put you at higher risk for weak bones. So a low body weight of maybe a BMI under 19 is a risk factor as well. And then family history of osteoporosis. If you have people in your family who have early osteoporosis, that's a reason to get a DEXA scan done earlier than the age of 65.
Okay.
Then there are other conditions that can affect bone health, like hyperthyroidism, Crohn's disease, or someone who's been smoking a long time. So maintaining strong bones is really important. So it's really important also to work with your doctor to see what your risk factors are and at what age you should start doing DEXA scans. In the meantime, consider how you're eating, your nutrition, your lifestyle. Are you getting enough calcium every day? Are you getting enough vitamin D? What about the other nutrients, including magnesium, phosphorus? These are nutrients that are found in everyday foods. Staying hydrated is so important for bone health.
Right.
So make sure you're drinking at least 6 to 8 cups of fluid a day.
Okay.
Then also exercise, weight-bearing exercise. That can mean walking, brisk walking, running, jogging, dancing, climbing stairs. You have so many different options, but just get out there. It's good for your bones.
Right.
Remember to practice good posture and balance. You can try yoga, you can try Tai Chi. All of these things are really good for your bones.
Oh, I like that idea.
Avoid smoking. I can't give you any positive reason to smoke, to be honest. And then alcohol, limit your alcohol when you can, because these things are not good for your bones or your overall health. Maintaining a healthy weight is also really important for bone health. If you're underweight, focus on building strength. And if you're overweight, focus on regular exercise and also maintaining a balanced diet.
Oh, I like that.
So there are a lot of things that we can do in terms of lifestyle for bone health. I mean, these are all things that we can change in our daily lives.
And these are easy things that you can do, right? Thank you so much, Dr. Hanna. Again, always great information. So friends, make sure you check with your primary care physician to see when a DEXA scan is right for you. If you have a question for our expert, head to our website, fashionsenshawaii.com, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to view more pro tips and episodes. We'll be right back. Tune in for your daily dose of fashion sense on Spectum OC16.
It takes a lot of little things to make a successful classroom. But it only takes one small donation to make a difference. A donation to our island's public schools is a giant step towards building a future for our keiki. Learn how you can make a difference at communityhelpingschools.org.
Welcome back, fashionistas. There's something timeless about tweed. It's elegant, empowering, and oh so iconic. Inspired by the legendary Coco Chanel, today we're giving this classic fabric a fresh twist because fashion isn't about following trends, it's about channeling icons and making them your own. Here's a few examples. Effortlessly elegant and with a touch of Parisian drama. Haley wears a classic black slip dress paired with crisp white slip-on shoes for an unexpected modern edge. A black tweed jacket with pearl buttons channels timeless Chanel charm, elevated by layers of pearl necklaces that echo old Hollywood glamour. A statement bow clip adds a playful twist to her hair, while a bold red quilted Chanel clutch and matching red lipstick bring the perfect pop of color. Confident, iconic, and unapologetically chic. Refined and whimsy, Becca stuns in an all-white outfit that's both playful and polished. A structured bow top adds charm up top, perfectly paired with a crisp A-line miniskirt for a flirty feminine silhouette. Her white tweed blazer, detailed with pearl buttons, adds a layer of sophistication, while gold metallic bow heels steal the show with every step. Layers of pearl and gold necklaces coordinate with the dainty blush headband and blush-toned Chanel clutch for a soft, romantic touch. Her chicest accessory? A pampered poodle pup in tow, because true style always has a little flair. Pretty meets powerful in this head-to-toe pink moment. Gina wears a tailored pink blazer paired with a pleated pink tweed miniskirt that adds just the right touch of texture and movement. Layered pink pearl necklaces bring in a soft feminine glow, while a pink tweed mini purse complements the monochromatic look with effortless charm. It's a bold yet polished take on modern femininity. Confident, coordinated, and unapologetically pink. Channeling classic elegance with a fashion-forward twist, check out Nicole's outfit. Nicole stuns in a black and white houndstooth tweed jacket adorned with timeless pearl buttons. The structured silhouette is balanced by a voluminous black bubble skirt, adding a playful moment with modern flair. Sleek black Chanel ankle boots ground the look in chic sophistication. perfectly paired with a matching quilted Chanel clutch. A black velvet vintage pillbox hat crowns the ensemble, evoking old school glamour with a couture edge. It's vintage charm reimagined for today's runway-ready woman. From timeless tweeds to flirty bows, bold reds to soft blush tones, today's looks prove that fashion is all about balance. Classic meets modern, playful meets polished. Whether you're channeling Chanel or putting your own twist on a trend, remember that style is personal and confidence is your best accessory. Thank you so much for joining me on this fashion journey, and remember to dress like you mean it. And that's our show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always great sharing with you. And a very special thank you to D-Sui Hero Electric and Hawaii Sports Radio Network. To view all of our episodes, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, or head to our website to send us your favorite recipes or questions for any of our experts. We'd love to share them on the show. Let's stay connected. Until next time, be fabulous, be beautiful, be the best version of you. We'll see you again.
So with the beauty industry, we are starting to see these A-robots. Okay.
Okay, wait, let's do it green.
Nutty. Nutty.
Ooh, I've been drinking more water.
Good for you.
Yeah. Well, the only way I feel like I can drink more water is if I add lemon to my water.
Do it.
So, I mean, I can do at least 3 of those bottles a day at least.
Good
Easy.
for you.
That's like one thing I did. I'm doing better. One thing.
Out of the last year. That's the one.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
One thing
take
I
it.
remember.
I'll take it. I just don't understand how I condense like 20 pages of information into like those few minutes. Like each page is different.
Engaging. Salami and cheese. Salami and cheese. Salami and cheese. Oh, let's salami and cheese. Salami and cheese. Salami and cheese. Salami and cheese. Exaggerated. Yes, exaggerated. Yes. Okay, guys, we're gonna count to 3 and then look at the camera and it's a wrap. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's a wrap. Then we'll go.
Sorry, I said it's.
That's a wrap. And then we'll go woohoo at the end. Okay. Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's wrap.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
1, 2, 3.
And that's a wrap!
Woohoo! Fashion Sense is presented by D-Sui Hero Electric Inc. on Spectrum OC16.